Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Bars, and look, we're playing Association again. What I tell you guys, and look at this beast, man, Greg Monroe. What I tell you about this kid? 24 points a game, 11 rebounds, a steal, and I think that's at 1.5 blocks. I wasn't really looking, but you see Landry Fields having a disappointing start of the season. Only 5 games in. So it's pretty much DeAndre too with that big ass contract of his. Well, it doesn't say 1.4, it's just zero point 0.6. So, like, how can I say it, man? There's a lot of trade talks that DeAndre's getting traded as we are getting to this game versus Golden State. A lot of trade talks that DeAndre, the organization is not liking how he's producing, and since Greg Monroe is, producing MVP type level right now, that he might get packaged along with Landry Fields to another team because Gerald Henderson's been playing his heart out, been playing really well, as he will show you this game that he had an amazing game, and Landry kind of wants his own team. He wants to start, so like Landry's not really feeling it in Detroit, and Detroit ain't really feeling Landry. I mean, what can I say? We need more of a defensive two guard, even though Landry's pretty good at defense, that can shoot the lights out. So, and we want to bring some, young guys to our team. So we're looking to bring another young center that's not making as much money as DeAndre, as the organization is not feeling DeAndre. And look at this, Darrell Wright, get real. I mean, look where Danny Granger was and where he dunked on him from. Like, he just teleported. But, can't get mad, so take a sip of my sweet tea. Sweet tea is the reason why I live. As you see, who is that? Monte Ellis hitting a 3. So you see earlier, we are down 8-0 already. So we're going to give it to our boy Greg Monroe, and he's just going to spin right off of Camby and tell him, come on, kid. Get with me, kid. Post game nasty. As not Cammy, but Greg Monroe was just taking advantage of Camby this whole game. But you see Camby using his veteran skills, taking him out. As you see, Greg Monroe actually, was tired that play, so he stayed. He's walking his way down the court. As you see Thomas Robinson blowing the easy layup. Come on, rookie, gotta hit that. And they're gonna go on a fast break. And they are killing us early, 18-4. We are getting blown out, but we gotta make a comeback, man. So let's give it to our boy Monroe, and let's see what we can do in the post. Get off me, and one. Might as well just count it. Let's see if we can hit this free throw. Perfect release, so it doesn't matter, and that's in. So you see now the score is 22-9. So they are killing us with their high, paced offense, as we're not a really good defensive team. That's why I want to trade. I mean, that's why the organization, not I. We want to trade. See Thomas Robinson, get hype, man. But like we are, trying to trade for a, more defensive team. So let's see what we can get. Even though DeAndre Jordan is pretty good defensively, we kind of looking for another backup shooting guard, another backup small forward, because Derrick Brown is great and Austin Day, but we want more of a younger guy with more potential. And look at Gerald Henderson. I don't know how he made that. This guy was, I think, #1 in pure shooting percentage. And they said he couldn't shoot. He's shooting like 60% from the field, 50% from you see, look at this. Monte Ellis hitting half court shots. That was BS. But 50% from the 3 and then like 90% from the free throw. And Gerald Henderson is just a beast. But I still can't believe Monte Ellis hit that half court shot.
Looking for his first bucket of the game.
We're down early, 33-25. Let's see if we can get a deep Granger. McGuire's having none of that, as he is going to slam it down. And for the and-one, McGuire getting a little bit dirty on that play, man. As Danny Granger is struggling early, as we like to get it to Granger when we need a spark, because usually he's that guy that can create his own shot. Well, Greg Monroe, I don't know if you can call posting up creating your own shot, as we get it to Thomas Robinson. Thomas, I want to fly Robinson, dunking on people. But Thomas Robinson has been a really good pickup. Austin Rivers had a slow start, but now where I'm at in the season, he has proved to me that he's going to be a great point guard for the future, and he's going to have a little bit of competition Brandon Knight's going to have with Austin Rivers. You see Gerald Henderson getting another and one. You can't see the stats right there because somebody got online. Maybe I should turn off my notifications. But man, I love Austin Rivers now. I really figured out how to use him. I was using him wrong at the beginning. And I really figured out how to use Brandon Knight and Austin Rivers. So if it seems that you see, ooh, Terrell Wright getting a little bit rim friendly right there. But Brandon, I've learned how to use Brandon Knight and Austin Rivers. So you're thinking, oh, but Brandon Knight and Austin Rivers are having terrible seasons. Well, that's because at the beginning, you really using scoring point guards as Austin Rivers is pretty hard, man. And just using scores in general is pretty hard. As you see, Greg Monroe with the nasty move, and that was one reason why I could use Danny Granger so good, because he was good in the post. If your player is not a post player or a slasher, as you see Thomas Robinson with the nasty pass to what's his name? To Landry Fields, who passes it right back to him, gets it to I think that was Austin, and it gets right back to Monroe for the nasty dunk. So like I was saying, is Darrell Wright gonna hit this three? If your players are not slashers or post players, usually it's really hard to use. If you have to create your own shot, it's kind of difficult. You have to get used to it, as Austin Rivers is going to throw a nasty oop to Landry Fields, and look at that, man. Even though that didn't go in, I'm going to have to show you the replay. That was a dirty alley-oop. If that would have went in, that would have been SportsCenter top 10. That would have probably been number 1. And so you see, he misses it by a little, and look at me getting off of Steph Curry, man. At the beginning, I was struggling playing real good D. But, I mean, I've gotten used to the game. Like, you got to get into a flow of the game. As Derrick Brown, look at him saying, look at me fly. And I don't know how he made that. But we like to run the break here in Detroit. Get it off to Robinson. As you see, Gerald Henderson, 10 points, 3 from the field, and gets, I think that's his second assist of the game. So Gerald Henderson looking nice as the captain of the fast break. That's why I like to put him as. As you see, we're running the typical pick and roll with Danny Granger and Greg Monroe. We get it to Monroe. He's going to miss the first time, get it back, and it's not slam it back home. But he is going to lay it up. I was about to say slam it back home. But you see Gerald Henderson running the break again. Hand off to Brandon Knight. Well, not hand off, but pass to Brandon Knight. Greg Monroe gets the ball back. Going to post up. Spin off of him. Pump fake. Tough layup. And it still goes in. Where's the and one, ref? He fouled me pretty hard right there. And you see Danny Granger playing good D. Or I think that was Gerald Henderson that blocked it. So we're going to give it back to Henderson. We're going to give it to Thomas Robinson for the nice layup. Tough layup, though. I mean, there was a lot of people around him. So, you see, we were running the break again. I think off of a score, too. There's Brandon Knight trying to get some room. We're going to give it to Granger eventually. And we're going to let Granger do his thing in the post. As you see what I was telling you. The post, if you got a guy that can do stuff like that, it's pretty deadly, man. As you see, Monte Ellis, get that shit out of here, man. We don't do that here in Detroit. As Danny Granger gonna get the nice hop step layup, really really tricked the defender right there. Thought he was going right. He went to the same side as pretty much he was going. And the Golden State Warriors, I forgot to say, have Perry Jones. You see Thomas Robinson flying over Monte Ellis, and we've seen a lot of Robinson early in this game. Well, it's not early anymore. But you see, we're only down 1. I even forgot about the score, how much I was having fun. As you see, we're going to try to get into Greg Monroe. David Lee playing good D. But he's going to try to pass it up. Landry Fields going to tip it, get the steal. He's going to give it to Kenneth Faried. Going to get it to Granger for the hard layup, block and foul and everything. So we're going to the line on an opportunity to take this lead back. I think we were leading at one point, but I forgot to point it out. This is a pretty long video. I just noticed. As you see, we're going to get the and one, and you will see why it's a pretty long video. Well, the title probably, threw it off a little bit. But, Austin Rivers, I mean, like, giving it to Monroe. Monroe gonna pump fake, go up, miss it, pump fake again, go up for the layup. Monroe is a banger. This guy is all work, no play. Let's just put it like that. All work, no play. And you see Steph Curry giving me the moves right here. Darrell Wright, mid-range shot contested. And look who gets the rebound. Greg Monroe. We're going to give it to Kenneth Faried. Give it to Gerald Henderson. And Gerald Henderson is not scared to get a little bit rim friendly right here. Flying over. I think that's Steph Curry. Or Stephen Curry. I keep on calling him Steph Curry. I'm pretty sure Stephen Curry, but I call him Steph Curry because of his little
11
brother.
points.
So you see we're up 7, fourth quarter. Looks like we're gonna get this thing in the bag. We're gonna try to give it off to Granger to pretty much finish off the game. Let him post. I don't know what I was trying to do right there, but look who gets the rebound. Greg Monroe and it slams it back home. He was at the free throw line, and then all of a sudden became at the got to the rim. And you see he's working. Danny Granger just having a terrible game, 3 for 14 as we leave. Stephen Curry wide open for 3. So now trying to come back right here, down by 4, 3 minutes remaining. We're gonna hand it off to David Lee, hand it off to Monte. We're gonna get the defensive rebound. We're gonna get it to Henderson, throw it up to Thomas. I want to fly Robinson for the easy alley-oop. That's too easy for Robinson. Robinson been all over the highlights of this game. I've not shown a lot of Greg Monroe, but if you guys haven't noticed, Greg Monroe is putting in work. I mean, he has almost 30 points, I think. So, as you see, Steph Curry gonna get it off to Darrell Wright. He's gonna head fake and then go in a little bit for an easy 2-point shot. So I guess that was pretty smart, even though they kind of needed a 3. As you see, they're going to tie it up with 1 minute and 31 seconds left. Like a brilliant pass from Monte Ellis. So we're going to give it to pretty much the odd members of the group, the 2 that have been clicking this game. Gerald Henderson, pick and roll with Thomas Robinson, probably the 2 most athletic players on the team. So I thought that was pretty smart right there, and I would love to do that with those 2 players. As you see, we were, we're down. Well, not down, but now we're down. We are tied. 19 seconds to go. And who are we gonna go to? Who is the closer of this team? It is Danny Granger, but Danny Granger's not feeling it. So let's get it to the hot man. Let's give it to Greg Monroe. Let's pull the LA Lakers as they give it to Bynum, and Greg Monroe with the contested dunk. How is that not an and one? Great move by Monroe, and just giving us, the opportunity to put in overtime. And this is something that's pretty stupid, man. 2K really needs to fix this. Look what happens. They get into Darrell Wright, and then he passes it and gets into Monte Ellis, who's forced to take over like a half-court shot, which is pretty stupid. I know you're probably like, why are you complaining? That was a great shot for you, at least. I kind of wanted to be realistic, though, man. Like, if Darrell Wright's going to get the ball right there with 4 seconds left, he should be the one that takes the final shot. Like if it's under 5 seconds, you see Darrell Wright getting run friendly, dunking all over Thomas. I'm pretty sure that was Thomas Robinson. But it's alright. I mean, as a rookie, you're going to get introduced to the NBA a couple times, especially as a big man. So, I'm pretty sure Thomas Robinson is going to get dunked on a lot. I mean, just being a power forward that likes to block shots, you're going to get dunked on a lot. And you're going to probably get dunked on worse. But he is going to miss a free throw, so it's still a tie game and OT. And, we've been playing a great defense so far. And you see Thomas Robinson been popping up this whole game. We give it to Henderson, and Henderson's not even going to pass it. He's just going to jump over Monte Ellis and then get the and one and convert it. So that was crazy. And you see we're going to give it to Thomas Robinson, who gets it out to Danny Granger. And Danny Granger's like, why not me? Just step up and hit a 3. And right here, this is Brandon Knight's, I think, first point of the game. He's going to do a step back move and then pull up for a 3. Brandon Knight did not take that many shots. He was just more trying to be, the passer of the team and get rebounds. Like, I love Brandon Knight. He's like a Jason Kidd on this game, man. Like a Rondo, but can shoot, and has, I don't know, because he gets so many rebounds, so many assists. It's crazy. Well, you have to get the assist, so any point guard can get assists. And I don't really score with him a lot because I have other scorers on the court. But sometimes I do have to go off with Brandon Knight. But that's the end of the game. As you see, we're gonna pull out the victory. Greg Monroe and Thomas Robinson side by side. And Greg Monroe is going to get the player of the game. And you're going to see the stats right here. We actually had a really good game. It was really the defense, man. I got to teach my players how to play better defense. Got to get Lawrence Frank to commit to the defensive side. As you see, Greg Monroe, career high 43 points. And Gerald Henderson, 7 for 7 from the field, 22 points. Thomas Robinson, 23. Green just showed up in OT in the fourth quarter with, I think he had 17. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.